Good morning, hello from here. Let's give you a nice backdrop. Look at that. Cantabrigensis, the rose. But hello, I thought I'd give you a little blast around this garden. It's exactly why I call myself a woodland gardener. And I can already see some views, but I'm going to talk about something else to this stunning backdrop. You can see the red over there. And a lot of plants here are not native at all. That's a tulip tree. And neither of those peacocks you can hear. Don't know if that's focused, it looks like it on this tiny screen, but look at these. That tonal red and green. And a bit of pale yellow. And look, it's beautiful, isn't it? Now this is sort of the darker side of the garden. Now, this white flower here, some of you may know that, that's not native, but you can eat it. It's Peltaria, as what you'll probably find with most things. It's a bit garlicky. Sadly, the peonies are out. But let's wander. I love that purple though. What are these? Oh, I can't think. Gardener's name blank. So Peltaria I couldn't remember for ages. Now I can remember that. I can't remember that. That other one. But yeah, I thought I'd talk about something that was well, quite an interesting thought. And that is that, you know, we have all this worry about, well, people have got issues about whose land this is and whose land that is. It's not, it's all our land, right? But, you know, and then there's, quite rightly, people are not happy about the slave, you know, the slave trade, clearly. Nor the gold stealing and diamond stealing and opal stealing from, you know, indigenous lands. But here's an interesting thought. Now, it's quite possible that you are your own grandfather or grandmother. Oh, let's go and visit Vanessa. I'm not even going to attempt to get close. I mean, there is so much to see around here, but oh, there you go. Water ravens. Oh, there she is. I can't zoom in, unfortunately. And I can't even see where she is on the screen here because I'm at arm's length. There we go. I can't get any closer, can I? Ah, no, she's gone. Yeah, so, yeah, if you don't believe in reincarnation, then, well, that's fine. You probably aren't reincarnated. It's possible you don't have a soul. Yeah, and there's all kinds of possibilities from that, aren't there? This is lovely in the early sun. Fortunately, I couldn't film then. Isn't it beautiful? Again, the Acer red and green. You can see why these were brought here. But I just thought I'd, take a trip round here so you can see. I mean, you've got to remember also, sorry Mrs. Blackbird, I don't know why you get so worried about me, I'm here all the time. See, all of this, and in fact, all of this top bit, that bit below there, that's the original garden. All this, 40 years ago, everything you're about to see now, right? 40 years ago, everything that you're about to see now wasn't here, because everything you're about to see used to be fields. Arable fields. Yep, literally. I'm not even joking. I know, this is quite a lot of work. Sure, takes some planning, but I mean, and these, well, this bit isn't even as old as that bit. This is, I think this is only 25 years old. 25 to 30, yeah? 25 to 30 years old. Let that sink in. So my point is really, we just need to just stop, right? Because there's all those possibilities that some people who are pissed off, and rightly so, with the with all the slave trade. It's quite possible that they were all the slave dealers and the slave masters and the plantation owners who made the issue in the first place. I know that's going to upset a lot of people, but it's actually a possibility. There are people here on this planet who clearly have come from somewhere else. They're not of this planet. I used to be a bit doubting of these people coming from, saying they came from star clusters and all the rest of it. Well, I shouldn't be really, because I've always said I came here from outer space, even before I knew what I was talking about. I did. So we're all responsible. I've done a recent video, let's pop up here. I've done a recent video where I've talked about gender and briefly, and male and female issues, and we're all responsible for it. If you sit there and take it, you're responsible for it happening to you. So maybe if people kind of looked at that side of things, the fact that it's possible that they were one of the people who created the problem. Oh, now this is something that's, wow, this was worth getting up this morning. Look at that. I'll see if I can get a better shot. Anyone know what they are? They look like a Hygroscybe or something like that. They look like a cybe. Anything that's got a beautiful colour is very often a cybe. Now here there's a lovely smell of sweet woodruff, which you can see down there with the white flowers. Well, it used to be full in here, in between these trees, but for some reason it's disappeared. Yeah, and down there. This has got lily of the valley though. Yeah, you can sort of smell the sweet woodruff. It does have a sweet, kind of sweet smell, not perfume, just, it's nice, it's pleasurable. You know, it doesn't seem like it, but this is a young wood. This is what, like I said, 25 to 30 years old. I think it's probably about 30 by now. Yeah, something like that. 30. So going back to what I was saying, you know, it is a thing that maybe people should start to deal with, the fact that we're all responsible. And the only way that any of it can be sorted out is to just say, okay, well, this is it now, stop. Let it stop. Right now. We don't have to carry it on. Hard as it may be, and with, you know, I can see loads of arguments. I'm not denying how angry I would be at various things, and am. And some of these acres we've had to plant because other trees were killed by squirrels. Now I personally remember, I don't remember all the trees that I planted, but I definitely remember doing those corners there, those dogwood. They were a foot high. I'm really proud of them. They're not the biggest trees I've planted, but I didn't expect them to survive. There's a lovely Daphne there, to the sort of to the left. Well, centre shot now. Yeah, it is one of those things we need to just agree that it's time to stop. The past is the past. How far back can we take it? Well, until we find the truth of everything, because some things are clearly lies and made up for some reason, and then we can, you know, we'll have somewhere to start from. Here's got a bit of a rose. I can't hold it and focus. Damn, never mind. Oh, 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 that's good. That's most certainly, oh, Turkish Delight rose. That's a really strong rose. Oh, I'm gonna have to go and have another lung full of that. All right, Mr. Wood Pigeon. That's quite often got beautiful light through there. I do like it. It's a nice place to come and stand by the hunting gate. Let's whop my face in there again. Now that is why you should grow roses with scent. It's not good enough to have just the flowers, you've got to have the scent. So should we have a brief wander into here? Only brief. You can see there's the spots of white are oxeye daisies, and we've got buttercups out, and if we look down here you can see we've got red clover, we've got yellow rattle appearing, we've got the rest of the cowslips seeding. Some things I'm not sure, don't recognise them. Bits of grass. Yarrow. This is just off the top of my head, spur of the moment filming. Oh, cow parsley, although we're going to get rid of that. Knapweed. And very soon the orchids are going to appear. But even if, you know, I mean, I can't even deny, I can't even say, oh, even if reincarnation doesn't exist. Oh, Mr. Buzzard. He was in the centre, he was somewhere in there. I hope he's not done some skylark's eggs in. Yeah, it's time to go. Right, okay, enough's enough. Let's stop. And see, we need to stop owning bits of the earth and learn to live together again. That's the only way. And also admitting your part in the nightmare is also a thing that needs doing, because everyone has a part. You know, it's like relationships, you know, it's frustrating when you know stuff that you've had, the sorry about the noise, cleaning the chicken shed. You know some things that have gone on in relationships, in your own relationships, but you know, other people are also going, oh yeah, but there's two sides to this. So, you know, I mean, we've all done things that we probably shouldn't have done. And to go back to where it started, you know, it doesn't seem to be productive really, because are you ever going to get back to where it started? Because if you take it back to the beginning, it's the very moment of creation was when it all started. It's like, I mean, isn't it? Because you can go back, you can go back, you go back, you go back, you go back. It's a lovely pink campion. You know, so we have to face the truth, really. We're all part of it. So let's just stop and let's just share everything. Because don't forget, even the people that own everything, God, did you hear those inverted commas? Yeah, the people who own everything, there aren't many of them. And it's only by letting them that they can do it. It's about time they gave it all back to everybody, because there is enough for everybody. Isn't there? So thanks for watching. This doesn't move around as quickly as I'd like it, but thanks for watching. You know, feel free to leave comments, and please like and subscribe and share it. I think it's a really important thing that everybody needs to address and come to terms with. We all have a part. It's like I hear all these kind of spiritual, so-called spiritual people. You know, I'm a spiritual person, saying things like, you know, oh well, you all create your reality, blah blah blah, but none of them are looking at the fact, you know, at their part in the creation of what's happened for the last few years, and from what I can see is about to happen again. So, you know, it's about to happen again. It's all a con, without a doubt. So let's, the last thing I'm going to do is take you to here. Because this is the first time I've seen this one in flower, actually. Look at that. I don't know which magnolia this is. It's even hard to get it right, so I'm going to look up whether we'll get let's see if I can. Okay, I put that's as near as I can get. Beautiful, aren't they, in the middle? There's another one by it, but they've they've pretty much gone over. And just to be clear, I'm using the enslavement of black people as an example. I know it's awful, all of it is awful, taking people from their land and families and taking them thousands of miles away. And enslavement of people has been something that's gone on for centuries, you know, and possibly still goes on today. But I'm just making the point that we're all involved, or else what is the point of us being here? And as for, well, I was born 5 years after my grandfather died, so that's why I can say, yeah, you are your own grandparent. Am I? I mean, I might be. It's possible. I don't have any memories of that life before, but you know, these things are possible. I'm just saying that, you know, in some ways, you know, it is possible that we can come back, you know, 100 years later to the same place, but be a different part of the thing, whatever it is that's being played out. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and quick look at the pink purslane, which is actually pink and white and mostly over now, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.